Hey guys, today I'm going to go over Vykas Hard Mode Gate 2 and some tips and tricks I've picked up playing Bard during these clears. I'll also have my build linked in the description for easy access if you're interested in that. And if you haven't checked out my Vykas Hard Mode Gate 1 video, I'll have a link there as well. For this video, I'll cover when core mechanics happen throughout our Vykas clear, and how I help support my team during these as a Bard. At the end of this video, I'll also go over a couple basic attacks that you can help shield through. And if this video helps you out, please like and subscribe. I also stream on Twitch, so you can come catch me there to hang out and ask questions live. Alright, jumping right into it. For this fight, I bring Sound Holic for stagger damage and Rhapsody for shields and damage reduction. You can bring Rhythm Buckshot in place of either of these if you really want to counter, as Vykas does have a lot of counterable attacks, but I prefer bringing these skills for their utility, and because my team is pretty good at countering without me running 2 counter skills. Also, double check that you're using the Wind of Protection tripod on Guardian Tune, as the cleanse on this helps out during the donut attack Vykas does at random intervals throughout the fight. This actually allows your team to not get stunned by the first donut that hits them, letting them either get out of the way or continue to DPS with less worry. Vykas can do this mechanic pretty early in the fight, so if you notice it's about to happen, try to use Guardian Tune preemptively to apply your cleanse. In this run, Vykas does this donut attack at 150 health bars before any major mechanics happen, so be prepared to act fast. This donut attack is also a great DPS window, so ensure that once you're safe, you're applying your Sound Shock debuff off cooldown and applying your damage buff through either Heavenly Tune or Sonic Vibration. I know that this attack can cause your party to scatter, but you should be returning to Vykas to help your DPS do more damage as soon as you can, since she's immobile during the entire attack. At 144 health bars, Vykas will do lasers. My static assigns positions for these before the fight to help reduce congestion and confusion. If you are running a swiftness build like me, you run much faster than many of your teammates. To avoid hitting them or yourself with your laser, be sure to stagger step a bit so that you don't get too close to anyone. And if the lines are too close, it's better for you to tank a hit rather than your teammate, since you should be running the heavy armor engraving, and as such, it should only do a small chunk to your health. Also, if you're really having trouble with running too quickly, you can always run closer to the outside edge of the map so that you have more room to get out of the way before the laser goes off. Next up, at 120 health bars, Vykas will do illusions and orbs. Again, my static has predetermined positions for this mechanic. 5 party members will take the color orbs in the center, and 3 will be spotters to determine which direction the party runs. I prefer to be a spotter for this mechanic as I have a lot of swiftness to run across the map. We actually have high swiftness or mobility party members on all 3 spotter positions, to reduce the risk of anyone not making it to that first spot fast enough. At 90 health bars, Vykas will do the laser mechanic again. Remember to stagger step your laser to avoid running into your teammates. After this point, Vykas can do a floors and doors attack, which I highly recommend you use Guardian Tune or Shield for. If your Awakening ability is off cooldown, you can use this quickly before the party splits up for the attack. This attack does a lot of damage, so I like to follow party members if I can to give them a quick shield or Rhapsody should they get stuck in a red area. Remember, in a pinch, you can also use Rhapsody on yourself if you can't make it to a safe square in time. Vykas often does this attack once after the 90 health bar lasers, and once after the 50 health bar lust injection. So keep that in mind to use your shields accordingly. At 65 health bars, Vykas will do her black orbit memory mechanic, and you'll have assigned positions for these. I'm a spare in this run, so I help whichever group needs an extra soak. There isn't really anything you can do as a support to help this succeed. However, keep in mind if someone is dead, you can use a time stop to soak an additional orb for them. At 50 health bars, Vykas will have her lust injection, which is a debuff that is applied every time you get hit by the boss or her attacks. Once you get 3 stacks of the debuff, you'll get the same purple orb that your party has been getting since the start of the fight. Make sure that you take this orb to the edge of the map and face it outward so that it doesn't shoot a stun into your party during the fight. Any orbs that are left in the middle of the arena can make this fight extremely hectic very quickly. With swiftness, you shouldn't have a lot of issues taking the orb out. And if you are a spec bard, make sure that you give yourself enough time to get to the edge of the map. Staggering the boss will also get rid of all of the orbs, so you can use Soundholic off cooldown and Whirlwinds to help your team reduce the stagger meter. There are also 2 basic attacks that I'd like to cover, which you can help support your party through. The first of which we call the shotgun attack. Vykas will shoot out a series of lines in front of herself, and then again behind herself. These do massive damage, so be sure to get away. You can also shield any melee teammates who don't move in time, either with Wind of Music or Rhapsody. Sometimes Vykas will teleport at the end of her first shotgun attack, which indicates she's going to do the attack a second time. Again, you can shield any teammates who don't notice the second attack so that they survive. And the second basic attack I'd like to go over is an electric ring attack. You'll know this is happening because there will be a blue warning circle around Vykas' feet. If you or anyone else gets caught in this first melee circle, don't worry about it. This isn't lethal damage, and the stun will go away before the next circle happens. However, the next 2 circles will appear in range, with a safe zone in the middle. Stand either in the safe zone or very far away from the boss. The last blue zone will be very large and force everybody to run to the outside edge of the attack. If any of your teammates get caught in either of the first 2 ranged stuns, quickly use Rhapsody on them to negate damage. These 2 rings will stun lock your party members through the entire attack pattern, and kill most party members without damage mitigation or shields. As you can see, I was able to help my teammates survive here with Rhapsody. And that's really it. Try to use your shields mindfully around the attacks I've covered, and take advantage of your swiftness during core mechanics and to take purple orbs out of the raid. I'll also have a Vykas Gate 3 tips and tricks video up soon, so stay tuned for that. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you all next time.